Right, here we are. My first mullet session in Christchurch Harbour on camera of 2022. It's a lovely evening. The sun is shining. It's quite windy. There's pros and cons on that. It could be a little bit difficult to keep sort of in contact with the spinner. But on the plus side, it keeps the midges away. And there's absolutely no wind down here. It's like a midgie fest. But there we go. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to start off with a size 4. So number 4. Meps Aglia E in an orange, and also mix up throughout the day, or throughout the evening, sorry. What is the time? The time is 7:15. It's pretty much bang on low tide now. I'd like to have got down here for a little bit of the runoff, because I had a lot of success last year on the runoff. But it doesn't really matter. The fish will push up with the flood anyway. First tiny rattle on the first cast. Pesky little bass. I have to avoid it. Yeah, that wind is just holding that lure up a little bit. So I don't suppose I'll be getting too far with it. That's why I started with the number 4 actually. I would have started with the number 3, seeing it's low tides, it's a little bit shallow. The number 4 is just going to get me a little bit further in the wind. I think I've got number 5 in there actually, so I can always have a bash with that in a minute. It's a busy harbour this evening. Got some guys, some serious training on the canoes. It looks like a lot of hard work. I think stick with fishing. Oh! Oh! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a dropped mullet. That was really wasn't expecting it. Oh, what's that? I snagged the bottom. No, the bottom is moving and kicking back. Now it's jumping out of the water, and now the bottom is no longer attached to my hook. Not the ideal start, but it was a fish. I mean, fish on the, what was that, 4th cast? So they are here. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, numpty. Oh, here we go. Made up for on the 5th cast. I treated myself to a bigger net this year. Hopefully do less embarrassing missing of the net. Well, that came in surprisingly easily. There we go. My first mullet of 2022. Super happy with that. I haven't got scales on me, but you know, modest, maybe £12. What a start. Right. Fresh worm after that fish. Same spinner, obviously. Why would you change? If you've just caught a fish. I still don't think it makes that much difference, to be honest. Some people have their favourites, and to be honest, I've kind of got this as my little favourite at the minute, but I don't think it makes that much difference. I don't know if you can see all the activity. It just goes to show that it doesn't put the fish off. It's like Piccadilly Circus out here today. Quite why they've stopped right in front of me, I don't know, but they're probably thinking the same. Probably thinking, why is he fishing right by us? We all have to learn to share. Ooh. Ooh. You could hear that. That's an awesome take. That's a better sized fish. It's an angry fish. It's not even that big. What is this thing on? This fish definitely had its Weetabix for breakfast.
Hey! 9!
Oh.
Easy there!
Well, would you believe the size of that fish? That's almost half the size of the last one. That's tiny compared to the last one. Shot off like an absolute lunatic. It's funny, every year I forget how much mullets sink. Kind of going a strange sort of love for the smell over the last few years. I don't know what that says about me. My poor wife. When I go home late, I'm absolutely humming of mullet slime. Right. Surely, 3 and 3 casts is too much to ask for. He says, with everything crossed. Oh, unbelievable. That is genuinely 3 and 3. There's no fancy editing going on here. I think I've just landed on a proper shoulder mullet. That. This is a small one. I've just gone aerial. Okay, this one thinks it's a sea trout. Oh, come on. You just don't give up. It's not even a pound, this thing. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, that's another really embarrassing attempt at landing a fish. When I say it's not even a pound, I might, maybe 8 ounces. Just every time it got near the net, it decided to jump. Look at it. They're getting smaller. They do sometimes have these, I don't know how well this will come out on the camera, little orangey sort of splodges there. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a golden grey. Try not to drop them as well. Well, it does mean it's a mullet, and it does mean it's lots of fun. This is a little bit different to hauling in 10 tons of weed down the beach. Actually, the main reason I came out tonight. Really wanted to go fishing. There's this little weather gaps here. And there's so much weed in the bay from all those winds we had last week. I just didn't fancy that, so I thought, right, that's it. Grab the mullet gear, let's get the season off to a start. And boy, am I glad I did. I'm going to say it again, surely 4 in 4 casts, surely not. Oh, actually disappointed. A cast without a fish. That's it, I'm going home to rubbish. Tiny bass rattles, and that's it on that one. Oh, 2 in a row without a fish. I'm taking up golf. Just remember, it's a nice, slow, steady retrieve. Just fast enough to get that spinner spinning, but no faster. Where are we today? It's May the 19th. So anybody sort of serious about fishing the harbour a lot this year, you do need to get yourself a ticket. There are 3 things you can do. You can buy a day ticket, which I think is £10.50, if I remember rightly. Or you can buy a yearly ticket for just the harbour. Or you can join Ringwood and District Anglers Association, which I'm a member of, which covers all sorts of lakes and rivers and tons of stuff. So if you're into your course fishing as well, then that's the way to do it. But I'll put a link in the comments, not in the comments, in the description of the video, to the website where you buy the tickets. Bottom slow, so I'm just going to lift that rod tip. Oh, I thought that was a fish, but I think it might have been the bottom. I'm more excited now. Every single touch I'm presuming is a fish. Fish on, that's a small bass, I think. It's a, yeah, it's, well, whatever it is, it's not big. I called it earlier, I went bass early, didn't I? So I should stick to my guns. Yep. Should be a small bass. There you go. You will get plenty of these down here. And smaller. That's about as big as they get. Actually, it's not. That's completely lie. If you fish for the bass down here, there are some absolute leviathans in here. It does big doubles every year. Barely got any worm on there, and there's been a few casts, so let's have a quick change. Yes, there we go. That one's gone completely mad. a better size one. These all the small ones today are doing all the fighting. We say it's not at all landing this one. Oh, why do they do that? Why do they have to make me look so amateurish when I'm trying to land a fish? Oh, here's the net. Let me jump over the top of it. Let's make Tom look like a complete numpty. They don't give up at the net. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There we go. That's a much nicer fish. Look at that one. Keep losing my microphone inside my t-shirt. Beautiful fish, that one. Didn't fight as hard as the smaller one, for some reason. A little bit bigger than that, hopefully. It's a bass, yeah, you do get loads of them. Not always that small, though. They do, they get these spots when they're this big. I don't know if you've... A little tiny spotty. Gorgeous. Yes. I don't know if that qualifies as a checker, that one. Yeah, you too, all the best. I don't know if that came out on camera, but oh, hit by a mullet. It leapt about 6 foot in the air and then let go, and then came back. Oh. I did just have a period of about 10 casts without a fish. Might have noticed. The light has changed and the jumper is on. Excuse the silly grin. I just love doing this. I really do. Come here, Mr. Mullet. Let's see how much you can embarrass me this time. Every time it gets near the... Oh. Do not give up. I really don't. Nope. I thought about it then. That's a good fish, actually. Very happy with that one. It's a beauty. They are just awesome fish. Beautiful. What are we on now then? 5? Mullet 5? Yeah, I think so. 3 sort of nice ones, 2 little bathers. That's what I treated myself to. Trying to think, what have I done different this year to last year? Nothing. I got myself a rubberised net. It's a rubbery. It's just really, really pleased to do that actually, because with the normal, non-rubberised nets, Every time you land the fish, the hook gets caught and snagged in the net, and it's a right pain in the bottom. Whereas this, the hooks do not get snagged. If they do, easy to pick out. There you go. If I could recommend anything, I would suggest get yourself a rubberized landing net. I've also actually, whilst I'm just sorting out this spinner, stepped up my hook line. So this is 035 fluorocarbon. I think I was mostly on 033 previously. Doesn't sound like a lot, I know. And to be honest, if I'm really honest, it was only because of what I just grabbed in my my line box when I was doing the snoods up. But it does, the thicker the line, the less it tangles. And it's made absolutely no difference to the catch rate whatsoever, as you guys can see. It's one of those little things that gets questioned quite a lot in the shop. When they sort of, people making their own spinners, and they, what line do you use? And they expect me to say sort of like £6 or something, because we all think, mullet are really wary feeders, but that's generally your thick lips. When you're fishing with bread and things like that for your thick lips, I wouldn't be on 035 fluorocarbon. But spinning for the thins are a different kettle of fish altogether. I'm not saying they're mugfish, but they're not as difficult as the thicks. Well, it seems to have gone a little bit quiet in this spot, so maybe last cast, and then I'll have a mooch down the beach a little bit. I've stayed in this spot for quite a long time, actually. But then when you're catching fish, why would you move? Starting to get a lot of little bass. Oh, I just cast out again. I thought I was going to move. Classic one more cast syndrome there, wasn't it? Just on autopilot. Oh, and would you believe it? You can't like that, can you? I'll move now. Oops, I accidentally did one more cast. Can't do a lot wrong tonight. Oh, this one's wrapped itself up in a mess. It's coming in sideways. Okay, this isn't going to look too great on camera. And now it's woken up. And now it's unwrapped itself. Stupid thing. There we go, number 6. Number 6. This one's different to the other ones, you may notice, because it's facing this way. All the other ones have been facing that way. That's a scientific thing, that is. Right, so here we are. 50 yards down the shore from where I was. You can hear you all asking, so Thomas, why did you move? What is the technical reason behind you moving? And the honest answer is, I ain't got a clue. I did have a sort of a spell of maybe 20 casts without a fish, and I just got in my head that maybe I should move. And then I caught that fish on my one last cast. So I probably could have just stayed there. And I had it in my head that I wanted to move, so here we are. Slight change of scenery. Sticking with the same lure, haven't changed. Maybe I should have done that up there. Rather than movie, I should have just changed lure. We should see what's down here instead. It's a little bit shallower, closer in here actually. So, keep that rod tip nice and high, then a steady retrieve. Oh, and catch mullet. Oh, I'm glad I moved. You have those sessions sometimes where you can just do no wrong. This is one of the things. Get out a little bit further because it's shallow. Let's see what kind of an amateur this one's going to make me look. Oh, professional job. In the net first time. Ha ha. The reason why I use an unhooking mat, when you're putting that fish down, it's a lot softer, nicer to be on than gravel and stones and things like that. That's caught on the top hook again. Quite a few of mine have been tonight. There we go. Mulletto number 7. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not a big fish again, but happy with that. First cast on the new location. So clearly I had spidey senses tingling, telling me to change. What is the time? It's getting quite late. Oh, it's 8:45. What should I give it to 9 o'clock? Another quarter of an hour. See if I can squeeze one more fish in. And then I'll away home to my darling wife, who I'm sure misses me tremendously when I'm not with her. She has the smell of mullet to look forward to. Let's change worm. What is the time? 8:49, so that's 5 minutes gone. 5 minutes into my last 15. We all know it's not going to be last 15. Well, unless I catch a fish. Every time I'll try and make it my last fish. Super fussy on my worms now. This one looks like a pretty worm. If I was a mullet, I'd eat it. Starting to lose the light a bit, aren't we? We better hurry up and catch this last fish. Yes! There we go. Well, it was a bittersweet moment, isn't it? If I am going to make this my last fish. I didn't particularly want to go home. That's typical. My camera battery just died on my waterside camera. Just as I was about to land this fish. Never mind. Someone doesn't want to give up. It doesn't. I gotcha. Oh, I wonder if that's the best. Saving the best till last. Maybe. One of the better ones. Ooh, nearly lost it. Nearly didn't get to show it off. There we go. Number 8 for the evening. And a lovely fish. They are absolutely wonderful things to catch. I'm going to force myself to stop now. Otherwise I would be here all night catching mullet. I love it. It is so much fun. If you haven't done it, give it a go. If you've not done it and you don't know how to do it, look back on the old videos. I know I haven't shown much detail on this one tonight, just an evening out fishing for them, but have a look. There's a video on how to make the mullet spinner, which might be useful for you. And the mullet spinning video I did last summer shows you a little bit more about baiting up and how it works and that sort of thing. But other than that, that was a thoroughly enjoyable session. I'm really glad I came out. I haven't gone down the beach and caught 10 tons of weed and got grumpy and gone home and sulked. I come out with a really light setup and caught some beautiful mullet. Really tempted to have another cast. No, Thomas, go home. 8 fish in, what time did I start? I can't remember, just on 7? Let's say 8 fish in 2 hours. That ain't bad. Ciao for now.